They were the scenes that stopped the nation. The 2019 explosion at Whakaari White Island sent plumes of volcanic ash into the air, killing 22 people who were on a guided tour at the time. 25 others were injured. Today, 6 years later, a coroner will examine what happened that day. Survivors of the tragedy and family members of the victims will be among those attending the inquest. White Island tour guide Hayden Marshall-Inman was among those who perished. His brother Mark has chosen not to attend the inquest, and he joins us live this morning. Mark, good morning.
Morning, Brian. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Why aren't you going, Mark?
Oh, look, I just feel that the resources thrown at this inquest could be better spent serving a community with first responders, adventure-based tourism, just health and safety in general. You know, like the initial one through WorkSafe was 15 million, and there was no real outcomes of that. So I mean, as much as it's going to bring closure for some families, we've got closure, and we're trying to move forward as best we can, and to drag us through it again after 6 years, I find it not really beneficial for me. Therefore, I would just hope that we can get some closure moving forward.
Do you have to do anything like you know that you said that they've obviously asked? Do you actually have to be involved, or can you just steer clear of it and not answer anything, or be involved at all?
Look, you can steer clear of it for sure. They've certainly, I mean, all your evidence has been given 4 years ago when they did the initial interviews and inquiries, and it all went through the WorkSafe process, and nothing come of that. And I guess we've taken a more positive approach, and myself personally, we organise a golf tournament each year for Whakaari, where we bring all the community together and reflect and remember on all the positive things that people have done in the community around the rescue and recovery process, and we try and, I guess, raise funds to ensure that these types of people, our heroes of the day, are better served and better prepared for future events.
How do you remember Hayden?
Well, remember him as a jovial, likeable young man who liked to have a lot of fun. He loved tourism, he loved the outdoors, and he enjoyed Whakaari. It was his little piece of paradise. So as far as the island goes and remembering him, we go out there every year on the 9th and reflect and share a cold Steinlager with him. And then, like I said, we have the annual golf tournament where we all get together and reflect and reconnect as a community.
Mark, you mentioned health and safety earlier. We've just been through this whole thing this week with earthquake strengthening, and we went maybe too far one way on regulations after Christchurch. What's your view, just generally, on when something bad happens? Governments want to get in there and want to change things and make everyone safe, but then we sometimes realise years later we've gone too far. Do you have a view on this generally?
Yeah, look, I think people are too quick to want to point blame and assert blame. Like, we've got regulations and we've got controls in place at the time that these buildings and structures and tourism operators, if you like, begin their journeys and construct these projects. So you can only do what you can do with information in front of you, and nobody in their right mind goes out to build a building or run an activity where they intend on hurting anyone or killing anyone. So I think we've got to stop reacting so heavily around and trying to change things dramatically, when really we should be looking to the future as what can we do better.
A little less blame, a little more. Yeah, interesting stuff.